So my name is Alon Yaffe, and I'm the Director of Marketing for InstallFree. And Ken, thanks for arranging this. I know we tried to do this, and there were some technical difficulties. So what I wanted to do today is really just give a very quick overview about InstallFree, who we are, what we do, and then actually talk about the products that we have out there, specifically Nexus and Render. And I have some new things to show you too, some that we have announced, that we haven't. So I hope this will be interesting. And then I know we received a bunch of questions in the last few days, so we're going to cover those. And then if there's any other questions coming through the Hangout, we're going to answer those as well. And if we have time, we can, I can review the art on the wall behind me here, courtesy of my 8-year-old. So let me get started. InstallFree is a software company. We are based out of Stamford, Connecticut, and it's not a very large company, but we've been in the market for about 6 years now, primarily creating solutions for enterprise customers. So the core competency of InstallFree is actually in application management, knowing how to take them, package them, and deploy them to a variety of environments. And over the years, we really sold this as an application virtualization or a desktop virtualization solution, if you will, for customers primarily on the Windows platform. And in the last year or so, we started getting a lot of questions around how do you take your technology and really apply it to a model where people are not using Windows as the endpoint. Right, a lot of people are moving to other devices, iPads, Macs, Chromebooks, and they still need access to applications that are primarily Windows-based, like Office or even some web applications that you can theoretically access from any device, but require some plugins that really work only on Windows. So that's really the task that we've taken, is really leveraging the technology base that we developed now for about 6 years and applying it to this new usage model, to the whole consumerization of IT trend, and really giving people the ability to work and be productive from any device that they have. So about a month and a half ago, we launched a public beta of our Nexus, the InstallFree Nexus platform, which really the idea was to get you the ability to start applications from any browser very, very quickly and work with documents that you already have in the cloud. So what I'm going to do first here is just show you a very quick demo of the Nexus interface and the applications that we launched at the end of March, so that you can get an idea of the overall experience of what you can do with Nexus. And then I'm going to start talking about the latest development and how we integrated it with some additional use models that I think are going to be especially applicable on devices like Chromebook. So I'm going to share my screen here. And Ken, let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see that.
All right, I'm actually going to open another window here, and I'm going to go to the Nexus web interface. So this is in public beta, so anybody can actually do this. If you want to do this on your own, you can just go to nexus.installfree.com, and you can either create an account with us and then attach your storage to it, or you can just sign in with existing accounts like Google, SkyDrive, and Dropbox, and you will get access to all the documents you have on those services. So I'm actually going to log in with one of our demo accounts. And by the way, I am using Chromebook, as you can probably see from the screen share. So the interface is deliberately kept very minimalist and very simple. So I have all the different storage services that I connected to the account. Here on the left, I can always go to Settings and click Add New Storage and add additional services. We support Dropbox, SkyDrive, Google, including Google Drive. We also support internet-facing SharePoint, and we also support Office 365. So if you have documents on any of these services, you can very easily connect them to your Nexus account, and we're adding additional services all the time. So the actual workflow is very simple. You just browse to a document, and you click on it, and then you're going to see a preview of the document on the right side. one interesting thing that may not be immediately apparent when you're watching this is that what's happening on the right pane of the screen here is actually we're spinning up a full viewer on our server and projecting it back into your browser. And it happens really, really fast, right? I mean, you didn't have to log into a Windows server or anything. We just spin up a session, connect you to it right away. And then you can click Open in Excel or whatever application you happen to be viewing. And again, the application starts very, very quickly. We're going for an experience here that's very much unlike using a remote desktop solution, right? I don't have to go through a login process, don't have to wait for everything. I click a document and the application opens. Once you're in the application, behind the scenes, we actually have a cloud-enabled file system that we developed that keeps this application connected with all the different storage services that you connected to Nexus. So if you go now and you click File, Save As, you will actually see all of your cloud services mounted here as if they were part of the Windows file system. So you can take a file from Dropbox and save it to SkyDrive or save it to Google Drive. You can work on a file and insert pictures that you have in the cloud. No need to sync, no need to do anything, right? I can browse to my Dropbox, go to Photos. I have some sample photos here, and let's get the frog in here. And boom, here's the frog, right? So everything is connected behind the scenes, and the application just continues to work as if you were using it on a local machine, but instead of reading files from your local file system, it's actually reading and communicating in real time with the cloud services that you connected to Nexus. I'm going to exit this file. All right, and we're actually going to close, going to sign out of Nexus. And I'm going to close this window because I want to actually show you some additional use cases now. So one of the things we did very recently, and actually we just released it to the Chrome Web Store earlier this week, is full integration with Google Drive. So we're able to now take this entire flow that I just showed you, but actually tie it into the Google Drive interface. So I'm looking at my Google account here, and I'm going to go to Drive. I have a demo folder here with a bunch of files. And if I go to Settings and Manage Apps, you can see that I actually have some Nexus applications here now that are part of Google Drive. This guy, InstallFree Nexus with Microsoft Office, is already in the store. You can just click Get More Apps and get it, and you'll be able to use it right away. The one with LibreOffice that I'm going to show you in a moment is in final testing right now and should be in the store in a matter of days, maybe even later today. So right now, InstallFree Nexus with Microsoft Office is my default handler for Office files, which means that if I'm looking at a Word document and I'm clicking it, then we're just going to open it using Nexus.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Okay, and look again. See how fast that is, right? The experience we're going for is to be almost as fast as Google Docs. Okay, so when you work with Google Docs, you click on a document and it opens right away. I see. Ken, I think those pop-ups, right, when we're using Dev Channel.
Yeah, that happens.
A price we're going to pay here just to do the Hangout from Chromebook. But basically now I have Word, it's working, and again, it's not just that I opened this single document from Google Drive. The application itself still has full integration with Google Drive. So I can go to, again, to Insert, Picture, and I can actually go to my cloud, and here I see my Google account, and I can actually navigate to different folders here in my Google Drive and insert a picture from Google Drive. See? I think the demo gods are not with us today. Yeah. Let me actually cancel out of this.
Yeah, the dev channel is the dev channel for a reason.
Yeah. You know, it did work right before this this meeting. So let me actually kill this tab and go back. And I'm going to show you a different use case. But again, this is something that's available now in the store, and you can use it right away. If I click Create and I go to More, I get the option of creating documents using our application. So I can create a new Microsoft Office document, and I'm going to see a list of all the different documents that I can create. And, you know, I know we had some requests to add Publisher, for example, Visio projects. Those are all available now, and you can start creating those new documents directly on your Google Drive with these applications. And let me show you quickly the LibreOffice, which, again, is very similar, right? I just go to Create, and I can go to LibreOffice, and I will see all the different documents that LibreOffice supports, and I can click on Text Document, and we will just open Writer in a new tab. And again, just look how quickly that happens. Boom. And I have my document, and I can say, hello, just like that. And I'm going to save it.
Now I have to ask, I keep seeing print show up. What happens if we click on print?
Right now, nothing, but we're adding it. So pretty soon you're going to have the ability to either export the document to a PDF and just email it to yourself, or actually use Google Cloud Print.
Very good.
Yeah. So I'm going to save this document. I just want to show you what happens. Right, so it's saved. I'm going to switch back to Google Drive, and you can see the document is immediately here. Right, so this is not, there's no sync going on here. I work on documents directly from Google Drive, and as I modify them, they get saved back to Google Drive. And this works with your own folder. It works with shared folders. All the capabilities that you have in Google Drive are supported. So let me exit out of this. So that's LibreOffice, and like I said, that's going to be available really in a matter of days. It's in final testing right now. So Ken, do you want to cover some questions regarding Nexus? I know there were some questions. I'm actually going to cancel the screen share. And let's take some questions, and then I'm going to move to the next demo, which is render.
Let's see, we covered Publisher.
Right.
That was one of the questions we had. We can handle, let's see, will there be a future capacity to use large variety of programs if you can prove you have the license for that software? So
if the question is around, you know, kind of like a bring your own application, you know, if I have an application, can I host it on Nexus? That's something we're still evaluating. Right now, we're really looking at applications that have wide enough demand so that, you know, we can package them, we can host them on our infrastructure and make them available. But we are working with a number of software vendors right now to see if really we can get the software vendors to work with us on getting these applications. And, you know, hopefully, you know, there will be some things we can announce soon.
Now, will there be a paid version with extra features in the future?
So that's a good question. Right now, if you're using Microsoft Office on Nexus, you will get a message that it's available for you for 60 days. That's something that we did. So, you know, while we're in public beta, we give you the tools that you need to, you know, to use the software, report problems, see that it's working well. It gives us a lot of data on the back end, how people are using the system, which applications are popular. And when we're out of public beta, the Office side of it, Microsoft Office side of it, will be a paid version because, you know, Microsoft Office is not free software, and we would like to work with the community. We would really love to develop tools that everybody uses, but obviously, you're right, we have a business to run. So Office is not going to be free. The expectation, we're actually planning to announce pricing in the next 30 days. So, you know, by the time the trial versions expire, you will know exactly how much you need to pay to keep that service going. As far as applications like LibreOffice, we have a lot more flexibility there because there's no licensing cost associated with us.
Laura, did you have any questions?
No, I'm just trying out some of this stuff. I mean, because just while Alan's doing it, I thought, well, I'll try and see if it's actually working. And right now, although I've given access for the, for it to open a file from my drive, it's not opening it.
Okay. So we can, after the Hangout, we can take a look and see exactly what's happening. We actually had some issues with the Google Drive integration in the last couple of days. We deployed a fix this morning. Maybe there's a couple of things we need to do there as well.
Sure.
We covered the printing directly from the applications. They're working on that. We do have 2 viewers. If they have any questions, they are free to text Alan or myself at kenbortos@gmail.com.
We can actually, I can also say that we're working on adding copy-paste functionality and some additional things, right? So that you really have a good experience, a like native experience working with these applications.
How about the Render app? Did you want to go?
Okay. So with Render, we're looking at a different use case, which is really the ability to take web applications that require plugins like Java, Silverlight, Shockwave, things that either don't work or don't work very well on devices like Chromebook, and bring them to Chromebook and other devices in the future. So Render, again, is focused on the web application aspect of application portability, if you will. And the way we're productizing Render is actually through browser extensions. So the first one we released that's already in the Chrome Web Store is Render for Chrome, which you can actually going to share my screen and you can see what it looks like. Share. All right, here we go. So this is Render. You can just go to the Chrome Web Store, and you can search for Render, RNDR, and just add it to your browser. And the workflow with Render is very, very simple. So let's say I'm accessing a site with Java, and we'll start with something, like a Java tester. Okay, this is just a site that checks that the plugin is installed. Well, you can see that on my Chromebook right now, I don't really see anything. So I just click this button. And now actually we are rendering that content on our servers. See? There it comes. And you can see that the Java plugin is initializing here, and pretty soon it will tell me the version. So very, very simple, right? I go to a site, I see that it doesn't work, I click the button. Now, nice thing though is that once you did that, we will actually redirect that site in the future automatically. So if I close this tab, let's open a new tab and try to go to Java Tester again. And you can see that now the render extension actually intercepted that automatically and just moved the session to our server so that you can view the site. And you can control this redirection actually. You can right-click on the extension, go to Options, and you will actually see all the different domains that are automatically redirected. And you can click, you can remove, you can add, you can do all of that stuff.
Yeah,
So,
it's very easy. I accidentally did it with Gmail one morning, and
yeah. So it's important, right, to know that if you did it accidentally, there's 2 ways to get rid of the redirection. One is to just click the button again, and it will just deactivate it. The second one is just to remove it from here. So that's the basic use case for Render. I have a few other examples here. So let's look at a real application, right? This is something that was posted to the Google Chrome Central discussion group a little while ago. And it's a real application that is used to teach students math. And you can see it requires Java. It doesn't work on Chromebook. So again, just click the button. And you can see Java is initializing, and I will be able to use this application. There it is. right? So, and it's working, right? It's fully interactive, right? So I need to add those things here. I think that problem is a little bit too complicated for me. So, yeah, but yeah. So anyway, you can see that this works fine. You know, everything is interactive. You can click inside and everything's working. So that's Render. And again, simple, very easy to use. You click a button and things just start working. That's the idea.
Very good.
Let me actually show you one additional use case here, which is we also have a command line or URL interface for Render. So if you know that something doesn't work, you don't want to access it and then click the button, you can actually just type, render : / instead of HTTP or HTTPS / and go to a site like this one, for example, uses Silverlight. And again, it will just show the site through our server. So really, this is think of Render as a universal browser, right? That works in the cloud, that you can connect to. It's very seamless, right? We're actually rendering the content using Internet Explorer on our servers, but you don't see Internet Explorer. You're seeing just the content coming back into your Chromebook. We also have some additional interesting use cases here with Render. We can do RDP. So if you have an internet-facing server you want to RDP into, you can actually type RDP : and I'm actually going to connect to one of our test servers. And boom, I can log into the server and I can work. So Render can also be like an RDP client for Chrome. You just use the URL interface.
Yeah.
All right, Ken, I'm back again. Sorry.
We lost you at the login on the...
at the RDP stuff?
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, I wasn't actually logging into our test server to show you everything that's going on there. Just making a point that RDP works.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that. I actually, while I was logging into the Hangout again, I saw a question. Someone is asking if Render will work with WebGL applications, and we started working on it. So some of the things we're doing now with Render is we're adding support for sound. We're adding support for video, so better video performance, because right now Render is really optimized for, I would say, low frame rate kind of applications, not necessarily real-time video and games. So we started working on these things. And obviously, right, once we're adding features like printing to Nexus, we're going to make those available in Render as well, because, right, I mean, these guys are using the same platform. So that's Render. Any other questions? Oh, you know what? Let me preempt that, because we got a lot of questions, both on Google Plus and on the Chrome Web Store in the reviews. People are asking, because Render is a remote browser, so it's essentially a proxy browser. If you're in a school and you have a network filtering policy, people are concerned that you can actually circumvent it with Render, right? Because our browser is not beholden to the same policies you have on your local network. So we are actually putting a web filter now on Render. So we partnered with a pretty, I would say, a very respectable web filtering service, and that should go live very, very soon. So, for the people who have been using Render so far for unsavory websites, the bad news is that very soon that's going to stop working. So that's Render. Ken, do we have any other questions?
Is InstallFree going to integrate with Google Apps control panels so that businesses can set up users with licenses? Well, we covered that before, I think, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's a wonderful question, and that's feedback that we got from our current our current users that if you are using a Chromebook and you're using Google Apps, you're using the Google Apps control panel and the marketplace to get apps. So we're absolutely looking into integrating with that. It's a good way for customers to download stuff, integrate it with their domain and assign it to people that need it and control licensing. So we're seriously looking into that. And again, I hope I will have something to announce about this pretty soon.
I have a question about Render. I think I asked you this at some point, but I'll ask you again now. One of the things that I need to use it for is to access a site where I need Java, and then I can upload something that I've actually got, downloaded to the Chromebook, but I can't access that at the moment. Is there a plan to make that available so that you can actually, use your local files if necessary?
Right. So yes, I do not have a specific timeline, but if you think about it, Render and Nexus use the same platform. Nexus already has interfaces into your cloud storage. So if your things are not necessarily on your local device, but are actually on Google Drive, and now with the latest update to the dev channel, it's super easy to move things between your Chromebook and Google Drive. There's no reason why we can't do that integration. It's really a matter of looking at the feature set, the timelines, and figuring out where to bring that in. But it's absolutely something we're looking to do.
Great. Because that's maybe the one final piece that just will make everything, because I love all of what I can do, but that's one extra thing I just need to be able to do sometimes.
Okay. Yep. Makes sense. What else?
Just looking through here. We covered the question about the biodigital human in WebGL.
Right.
And install the apps control panel businesses can set up user licenses.
Right.
I think that was all of them.
There were some questions I know on the on the document you had on Google Docs. People were asking about especially people who are using Nexus today. What happens after 60 days, right? Will they be able to cancel their account? So yeah, if when your Office trial expires after 60 days, what's going to happen is that Nexus is automatically going to switch you to a view-only mode. So you'll still be able to use it. You just won't be able to edit and save new documents. You'll be able to use the viewers. Then of course, if once we publish the pricing, you can make the decision whether you want to buy it or if you want to cancel your account. Anything else coming your way?
I don't see anything else showing up on Google+. I'm looking on there right now.
Okay.
I think that's it. We do have 6 viewers at the moment, though.
Okay.
So if any of them has any questions, they can post them right to Google+. Or to Alan or myself.
I think, Ken, once this is on YouTube, right, people can also comment on the video, right, and we can get the questions that way.
Yeah, how can they contact you if they have more questions, Alan?
Oh, okay, great. So you can go to my my page on Google+. Just do a search. I think this is my page. There you go. So just search for Alon Yafe, and I actually have a personal profile and an InstallFree profile. You will know that you got to my InstallFree profile when you see the little InstallFree icon here over my head. And that page is actually, anybody can send me messages. So even if you're not in my circles, it's open. You can message me anytime.
We got one more question here. Will this go into production before Google I/O 2012?
So that's, I believe, in June, right?
Yeah.
So we will, again, when we announce the pricing, we will also announce the official release date, and our plan is to do this in the next 30 days. So I can't specifically answer that question, but we're aware of all of these events that are coming, and we will do whatever we can. Remember, a lot of it also has to do, one of the reasons we're doing a public beta, and I personally think the beta has been very successful in the sense that we got a lot of users, right? We put Nexus for Google Drive in the store without announcing it on Monday. But we didn't do anything, and we already have something like 2,000 users. Okay, so clearly it's interesting. People are using it, and we're getting a lot of feedback. By the way, if you're encountering any bugs, you can just send an email to bugreport@installfree.com, and we usually get on that right away. What else do we have?
Let's see. I don't see anything else coming in at the moment.
Okay. Let me actually just quickly share my screen again. Hopefully things will not crash. I realized that when I was looking at my Google Plus page, I was not sharing my screen. So I just want to show you, right? Just look for me and make sure you pick this profile here, and it is available. So you can just message me through the profile.
All right.
All right, very good, Ken. So, hopefully this was not too, disruptive, all the drops and everything.
No, I'll let it out, though, so don't worry.
So people will see a really smooth presentation, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. YouTube has a very good editing feature, I found.
Very good, very good. And I invite everybody to try this. You can go to Google Drive and add our applications. Like I said, Office is available now. LibreOffice should be available within a couple of days or maybe even later today. Render is available in the Chrome Web Store. You can go directly to nexus.installfree.com if you want to see our own web interface. And just use it, report all the issues that you find, and we'll get them fixed.
Very good. Thank you, Alan. Thank you very much.
Ken. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laura. Bye.
Bye.